What if your visa decides whether you live freely in Asia or keep wasting time doing endless border runs, paperwork, and stressful renewals? Thousands of digital nomads choose between Vietnam and Thailand, but new visa changes in 2026 could completely reshape where smart remote workers base themselves. Today we'll break down which country actually saves you money, stress, and long-term uncertainty, so you avoid costly mistakes before booking your next flight. First, let's start with Thailand, because this is where the rules just changed, and what happened next surprised many nomads across the region recently, changing plans overnight worldwide today. For years, digital nomads loved Thailand but constantly worried about visa runs, sudden rule changes, and the risk of being denied entry after too many tourist stays. Then came the big shift. Thailand introduced the Destination Thailand Visa, or DTV, and it completely changed the conversation for remote workers in Asia. The DTV allows digital nomads and remote professionals to stay in Thailand for up to 5 years, with each stay lasting up to 180 days at a time. And in many cases, that stay can be extended again without needing constant border runs. In simple terms, you can legally base yourself in Thailand long-term while working remotely for companies or clients outside the country. But not everyone automatically qualifies. Applicants must show proof of remote employment, freelance work, or business ownership outside Thailand. You also need to demonstrate sufficient savings or income to support yourself, along with standard requirements like a clean record and proper documentation. Thailand wants long-stay visitors who contribute to the economy without taking local jobs. And while this sounds like the perfect solution, some nomads quickly realized the visa still comes with costs, paperwork, and lifestyle trade-offs that don't suit everyone. Sounds great, but is it the best option for everyone? Let's break down the real realities. But here's where many nomads get confused. Thailand doesn't offer just one long-stay option. In fact, several visas compete for attention, and choosing the wrong one could cost you thousands. The DTV is attractive because it targets remote workers directly. It's cheaper than luxury options and designed for people earning income abroad. But it still requires financial proof and periodic renewals, and local tax questions can become complicated if you stay too long in a single year. Then there's the long-term resident or LTR visa, aimed at high-income professionals and wealthy global citizens. This option can grant up to 10 years of stay with added tax benefits, but income requirements are high, making it unrealistic for many freelancers or startup founders just getting started. And finally, the well-known Thailand Elite Visa offers hassle-free stays for years, but it works more like a paid membership. There's no work authorization, and fees can reach tens of thousands of dollars, making it practical only for wealthy travelers who simply want convenience. So while Thailand offers choices, each path comes with trade-offs between cost, flexibility, and legal clarity. Before we decide if Thailand is better, you need the real picture of Vietnam. Here's the surprising part. Despite Vietnam becoming one of Asia's fastest-growing nomad hubs, the country still doesn't offer an official digital nomad visa. Yet remote workers keep coming and staying anyway. Most nomads rely on Vietnam's e-visa, which allows stays of up to 90 days and can be issued as single or multiple entry. The process is relatively simple. Apply online, upload documents, pay the fee, and receive approval electronically before arrival. Compared to complicated embassy visits in the past, this feels fast and convenient, especially for travelers moving frequently around Southeast Asia. The real reason nomads like Vietnam's system is flexibility. The visa is affordable, approval rates are generally smooth if paperwork is correct, and the country itself offers extremely low living costs, great food, fast internet, and rapidly growing co-working scenes in cities like Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Da Nang. Of course, the downside is clear: 90 days passes quickly. Without a dedicated nomad visa, long stays require renewals or temporary exits from the country. Still, many digital nomads accept this trade-off because living costs remain low enough to make occasional travel worthwhile. Now here's the twist. Vietnam may not have a nomad visa, but its approach has its own perks. So, How do nomads actually stay in Vietnam longer than 90 days without an official long-term visa? Well, the answer is something travelers quietly call the border run strategy. When a visa nears expiration, many remote workers simply leave the country for a short trip, often to nearby places like Thailand, Malaysia, or Cambodia, then reapply for a new e-visa and return. Since flights around Southeast Asia are, pretty cheap, this method has become a routine part of nomad life. Some travelers even plan mini vacations or work trips around their renewal schedule. But while this sounds simple, it definitely comes with hidden costs. Flights, hotels, visa fees, and unexpected delays can quickly add up. There's also uncertainty. Approval is never guaranteed, and policies can change without much warning. Some travelers report stress when timing renewals or worrying about entry questions after multiple visits. Still, many nomads accept this trade-off because Vietnam remains affordable, vibrant, and honestly easy to live in compared to many other countries. A quick border trip every few months feels like a small price for access to such a comfortable base. That's the short-term game. But let's talk stability and long stays. Just when many nomads assumed Vietnam would stay a short-stay destination, discussions began circulating about a possible long-term solution. Reports and travel industry sources suggest Vietnam has been exploring a so-called golden visa program that could allow foreigners to stay for 5 to even 10 years under certain conditions. Now, it's important to be clear. Nothing is officially confirmed yet. Policies are still under discussion, and details remain limited. But the idea behind the proposal is to attract long-term foreign residents, investors, entrepreneurs, and skilled professionals who can contribute to Vietnam's growing economy and tourism sector. If introduced, this kind of visa could dramatically change Vietnam's appeal for digital nomads and remote business owners. Instead of leaving every few months, residents could legally base themselves in cities like Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City for years, building businesses and communities without visa stress. However, early speculation suggests requirements might include investment levels, business contributions, or financial proof that may not suit budget travelers or early-stage freelancers. So for now, nomads must plan using current visa options while watching closely for updates that could reshape the landscape. So how do you choose? Let's compare these options head-to-head. So let's put everything side by side because this is where the decision becomes clearer for most digital nomads planning 2026 moves. Thailand currently wins on long-term stability. With the DTV, remote workers can legally stay up to 5 years with long stretches per entry, meaning fewer border runs and less uncertainty. But the application requirements are stricter, and overall living costs, especially in hotspots like Bangkok or Phuket, can be higher. Vietnam, on the other hand, remains the simpler entry option. The 90-day e-visa is affordable, straightforward, and accessible to travelers from many countries. However, long-term stays require repeated renewals or exits, which can become tiring over time. When it comes to legal remote work clarity, Thailand's DTV provides stronger reassurance for nomads wanting to stay fully compliant. Vietnam operates in more of a gray zone, where remote work is common but not specifically covered under a nomad visa framework. Cost-wise, Vietnam still tends to win, especially for freelancers or early-stage entrepreneurs trying to keep expenses low while growing their income. So, on paper, Thailand offers stability, while Vietnam offers flexibility and affordability. But it's not just visas, costs and lifestyle matter too. When you're choosing a base as a digital nomad, visas are just one piece of the puzzle. Cost of living and work infrastructure matter just as much. In general, Vietnam tends to be more affordable overall. Rent, food, transportation, co-working spaces and utilities are often cheaper in Vietnamese cities like Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi, with nomads reporting comfortable monthly living costs well below many Thai hubs. Thailand's major cities still offer excellent value, but you'll often pay a bit more, especially in Bangkok or popular expat areas. Co-working memberships, apartments, and cafe costs are higher on average compared to Vietnam. Both countries deliver fast, reliable internet speeds suitable for remote work. Thailand's fiber and 5G networks are widespread, and co-working scenes in Bangkok or Chiang Mai are well developed with strong communities and amenities. Vietnam's urban centers also deliver excellent connectivity, with broadband and mobile data that easily handles daily remote work, and a vibrant cafe culture filled with spots ideal for laptop sessions. In short, Vietnam tends to win on cost and basic affordability, while Thailand often edges ahead on infrastructure comfort and established nomad communities. Let's zoom out, because legality isn't the only issue on your mind. Here's what most visa comparison videos don't tell you. Real nomad life often looks very different from official government websites. And, honestly, many travelers only learn this after making expensive mistakes. One common problem is misunderstanding visa conditions. Some nomads assume they can keep extending tourist stays indefinitely, only to face entry questions or unexpected denials after multiple border runs. Others forget expiration dates or miscalculate stay limits, leading to fines or stressful last-minute airport situations. Another frequent issue is incomplete paperwork. Travelers often arrive without proper proof of funds, onward tickets, or updated visa approvals, believing entry will be automatic. Online nomad communities regularly share stories of people being turned around or forced to buy last-minute flights just to satisfy entry requirements. There's also confusion about remote work legality. Many newcomers assume working online is automatically allowed everywhere, without realizing some visas technically prohibit work activity, even if income comes from abroad. While enforcement varies, misunderstanding rules creates unnecessary risk. Experienced nomads usually say the same thing. Always double-check visa conditions, keep documents ready, and never rely solely on outdated travel advice. And now, the verdict you've been waiting for. So here's the bottom line. Thailand currently wins for long-term legal stability thanks to visas designed specifically for remote workers who want predictable stays without constant renewals. Vietnam, meanwhile, remains the favorite for nomads prioritizing flexibility, affordability, and vibrant everyday living, even if it requires occasional visa runs. In simple terms, best choice for long-term legal comfort? Thailand. Best choice for low costs and flexible living? Vietnam. Both countries offer incredible experiences, but the right decision depends on your income, work style, and tolerance for visa logistics. So now the real question is, which option truly fits your lifestyle and budget?